Okay, the achievement is called Shares Our Resources. Oh god. Because there are only two that I know of that are in there. Because that's not something that you can get. No! 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 Oh! Oh no. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not going down there. Because as far as I know, it's only the two. And I can't think of any other place. The only thing I can think of is to reload the world state, and that's going to be a pain. The only other one I can think of is in the amusement park, but I can't get to it twice. I can only get to it once, but for whatever reason, the resources are still there, so... Oh, that was a whiff. I know there are tons in the copied city, but I haven't unlocked that region yet. Okay, yep, no, dude, get out of here. Well, the copied city would be the best place to be doing this. I gotta think. Is there any... Okay, this video, or these two videos, however I'm able to patch these together, these two videos are not meant for the playthrough walkthrough thing that I'm doing. This is just me doing side quest stuff for however long I feel like. I'm literally using two different microphones right now. I'm using one microphone on my PlayStation to record my voice, so that way anybody who watches this video will also be able to hear my voice. And then I have a second microphone in my earbud that I'm using, so that way I can talk to you guys who are on the VC. Unless if you want me to do some convoluted cowboy nonsense, so that way your beautiful voice can be heard across the airwaves, you cannot be heard at this point in time. Yeah, I can't think of where there would be any other bodies, and the closest... Because the way that I was understanding it is that when you collect a NPC body, it doesn't count for anything because all it does is effectively give you a chip. But if you were to pick up a player body, either your own or somebody who is also on the network, then yeah, that would count, and that's how you get the achievement. That's how I always understood it. And because nobody in this who has anything to do with developing this game was like, oh hey, let's have some transparency on what some of the achievements mean, that never came to fruition. Yeah, I can't think of where there would be other bodies unless if I go to the copied city. The only thing I haven't tried yet was jumping all the way down. Oh, holy cow.
Looks like machines.
Alert. Jamming signals detected from enemy units.
Yeah?
That's not good.
Sweet. Oh, missed out on the G. Whatever. Alright.
Enemy machine life forms eliminated. Access point returned to functioning status.
Bunker to 2B. The signal from the access point just came back online. Good job.
I have some information about that, Commander.
Go on.
The access point went offline because machine life forms were jammed.
Which means they know that facility is one of our network terminals.
Yeah, but that's not all. While they knew it was connected to our network, they didn't try to destroy it. It's almost like they were trying to lay a trap.
Damn. They're getting smarter by the day. Thank you. I'll be sure to share this with the Council of Humanity on the move.
Understood.
Yeah, there aren't any bodies in here. Well, yeah, that's great and all. You can tell me that I won't find any, but that won't stop me from looking because I had to come to this area anyways. Figure, since I'm here, I might as well look. So that's what I'm doing. And then I can't access this elevator yet, but I can access the chest, which gives me nothing useful. What's the purpose of what? The purpose of A2's taunt mechanic, the best I can tell, is literally just to make her different from the other characters. Because A2 is literally just a copy-paste of 2B. Spoilers for people who care about spoilers. And she plays extremely differently than... and she plays extremely similarly to 2B, and it's... The taunt does a whole lot more than you think if you think it doesn't do anything. What the taunt does in this game is it gives you an attack boost for enemies that you have successfully taunted, and the only way you can see that is by seeing which enemies have like red, orange highlighted heads to indicate steam coming out from their heads, and you deal like 200% total damage to enemies that you have successfully taunted. But the caveat to that is that enemies that have been taunted also deal 200% damage as well. There's a point to the taunt mechanic, just like A2's B mode, but it's just something that... Alright, so I was at 26. I'm still at 26. Because it's reading my overall total save data, because even though I got ending E, it didn't completely erase all my save data. It still saved some of my play data. It means I've died 26 times in the game, and I have retrieved my body 26 times. And since I don't have auto item equipped, I can go and demonstrate that, because I'm pretty sure that's how this works. Okay, auto use item, uses a small stim pack. I'm sorry, it uses your smallest stim pack that you have in your inventory at the time to keep you from dying. So when you get hit below, I think it's the 30% health thresholds, and you get like that black and white effect and time slows down for a second, what the auto use item will do is it will automatically use a small recovery or a medium recovery. Whatever I said, I probably said auto item, and what I was thinking was auto use item. There we go. I have died. I have an emotional android saw a machine in deep thought at a city of boxes. Continue. I don't think I'll go through this in the main playthrough because I don't die. But the reliquary system for people who are watching this video, I think I'm just going to upload this one straight to YouTube. When your character dies, its body remains on the map as a corpse. These bodies contain various data, so you'll have to go back and get your body to retrieve your belongings. If you die again before reaching your previous body, it will disappear. If you keep playing for an extended period of time without retrieving your body, it will disappear. If that doesn't sound like the most Square Enix thing that Square Enix has ever done to Square Enix. Okay. I forgot that's, this is where I last saved. Because I was thinking that I would just spawn back at the housing complex, but nope, guess not. I think I'll turn my gain up a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, just so we're all on the same page here. System, play records, bodies collected, and the top middle where it says bodies collected says 26. I am going to retrieve the body that I have just left behind, and just to be cool about it, I'm going to kill the enemies in the area as well. Well, I mean, yeah, you can... Yes, you can do the thing you want to do. Yes, you can do the thing that you're talking about doing. However, I feel that is completely unfair to what the intended gameplay was. Because, to the best of my understanding, that was not on the base version of the game. And yes, recorded audience, you are missing quite a lot of conversation here. But the important part here is that I have a body here. It's my previous body. I am collecting it. I'm going to retrieve it. And it says that I have plug-in chips from that body, from that save, and that I can restore them at this time. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. I've retrieved that body. I got plug-in chips, and now I'm going back to system, back to play records, and I'm now at 27 bodies. That's where I'm at right now. 27. So that's how that works. And if you're connected to the network, you could probably accelerate this a little bit by collecting... And for people who are just watching this for me to play it and they don't care about spoilers, I'm going to drop a huge spoiler bomb right now. There's a lady in the resistance camp that you can go talk to that after you reach a certain point in the game, you can literally just buy achievements from her using in-game currency. My personal opinion of that is that I absolutely hate it. I can understand how some people would appreciate that and be like, yo, hey, this is pretty neat, this is pretty cool, I'm going to use this more often, more power to you. I'm not going to stop you. However, I personally won't be indulging myself in that, and there is an achievement called Cherish Our Resources where you get 100 bodies collected in this game, and I'm under the impression that that means collected 100 player bodies and not 100 NPC bodies where you get like plug-in chips from the dead android bodies. Yeah, look at that. Only one death this run. Granted, it'd probably be a whole lot higher if I actually went to the grinding zones. But no, that's what that is. I'm pretty sure that only applies to player bodies and not NPC bodies. And yes, there's an achievement that you can get for this from the lady in the resistance camp. And if you absolutely want to get an achievement, but you don't know which one to get, this is the only one that I would recommend getting because of how much of a pain it's going to be once Square Enix shuts off the network or the server settings for this game 10, 20 years in the future, whenever you guys want to replay this and relive your childhood years. That's the only time I would recommend going to that lady to buy an achievement. It's for this specific achievement called Cherish Our Resources. I do not suggest it for anything else because I feel that is completely unfair to the game itself. And this is a hill I will die on. And I'm not much of a gamer, except for this game, but that's where my opinion is on this game. It's not intended to be here, and I don't think it was on the base version of the game. If it was, I'd love for somebody to prove me wrong. But if it wasn't, then I'm not wrong. And I think that wraps it up for desert side quests, I think. Unless if there's something else that I can do. I have not even started John Paul's Melancholy yet. And I probably should have gone to Pascal's Village to do that first anyways. The songstress? Yeah, what about the songstress? Okay, lore time for all you lore nerds. Get some lore bits. The problem with the songstress is that what ended up happening in the story before we met the songstress is that she ended up meeting Jean Paul for whatever reason, and then Jean Paul being Jean Paul was like, yo, you're not beautiful enough for me. And so this machine that we now know as the songstress was like, oh my god, I gotta be more beautiful. And the songstress heard before she became the songstress, she was like, yo, if I eat android bodies, then I can become more beautiful. And then that wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough for her. So and then she was like, well, if I eat machine bodies, then I become more beautiful. And then it just completely escalated to a point of, also people, no, I cannot see what's going on in my game right now. It is just that windy, that deserty. And then it just escalated to the point with the songstress where she's like, you know what, I just got to start using bodies to make my own body more beautiful. And then she gets crazy to the point where she's like, oh my god, I'm the songstress now. And I think her name is like actually Simone or something in the game. I don't know, I don't care. I just call her the songstress.
Is this a pod?
Hypothesis. The owner discarded this pod and left it in safe mode. Motives unknown.
Why was it abandoned? Pod, reactivate it for me. If it's usable, try to overwrite the original owner with my ID.
Activation complete. Access granted. Previous owner ID successfully overwritten. Special weaponry now available.
And I now have the ability to switch pods. I'm not too big of a fan of the missile pod. I just use it to cycle through my specials. That other lore conversation. Okay, the other lore conversation thing that I'm alluding to the people in my VC right now is that supposedly there's a thing about how the songstress ties back to like the good old Drakengard games, I personally did subscribe to that. I like to keep the NieRverse contained to itself, and I like to keep the Drakengard universe contained to itself as well. The only time I allow crossover is for what is it? The fifth ending of Drakengard 1 that leads into NieR Replicant, which, by the way, recorded audience, if you're watching this on YouTube, go watch me on Rumble, and I will also upload the rest of this to Rumble. And I'm also going to do NieR Replicant at some point. Depends on fan demand. Just had to get that self-promo out of the way. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure anybody who will be playing this game that's in it for the lore will already know at this point what the connection is between Drakengard and NieR. So you recapping the lore in my ear while nobody else can hear it is proving that redundancy is redundant. Okay, the differences between NieR Replicant and NieR Gestalt is literally just a palette swap of the characters because reasons. Well, it's revealed. If you played NieR Gestalt or NieR Replicant on its own before you played NieR Automata, the game heavily implies that you just, spoilers, that you just like offed humanity. And Weiss even says, hey, all the shades that you've been fighting are actually humans. And it's like, yo, so do humans come back to life or what? And you don't actually know. It's not explicitly said, but it's heavily implied. And even at the start of the game, it tries to play into the little fantasy, like, oh hey, humans aren't dead; they just went to the moon. Anybody who's watched Men in Black, they know why this is funny. But it's just like, oh yeah, the humans aren't dead; they just went to the moon, and it's like, okay, I'm not sure if I believe that. I didn't even believe that on my first playthrough of this game, and
Operator 60 to 2B. Come in, 2B.
I read you, operator. Go ahead.
It looks like the transporter we installed in the city ruins has gone offline. Our surface activity is going to be severely limited until we get it fixed. Can you head over there and get it working again when you have a sec?
Will do.
Thanks, 2B. Sending the details now.
Report. Mail notification received from access point.
I can't jump up that way.
Analysis. Non-functioning transporters can result in serious limitations to data uploading and other vital mission activities. Recommend repairing transporter as quickly as possible.
Understood.
Alert. Hostile machine lifeforms detected in the vicinity of the non-functioning transporter. Jamming signals detected. Hypothesis. Transporter malfunction is due to enemy jamming signals. Proposal. Unit 2B should destroy the enemy machines.
Is that all of them? Let's check this thing out. I don't see any damage.
Analysis. Transporter is now operational.
This is Yorha Unit 2B. Connect me to Bunker Operator 60.
Oh, hello, 2B. Operator 60 here.
The transporter was being jammed by machine lifeforms. It should be working now.
Looks green on my end, 2B. Nice work. I'll let Command know right away. I'll also be sending over a little reward for all your hard work.
Roger.
You know, 2B, I'm a little jealous. Don't get me wrong. I know all this fighting isn't easy for you. But you get to see all these new and amazing things out there.
Oh yeah, here we go. Thanks, 60.
Might be nice to visit the surface sometime, you know?
Yep, derp, derp,
That's
derp,
all.
yerp, derp,
I see.
derp.
Right. Apologies for the unnecessary chatter. Anyway, Operator 60 out.
And I think this is how you get the Type 40 sword, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it isn't! Whatever. Oh, hi. That was weird. Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it here. I got enough to... enough lore and audio and dialogue stuff out, so I'm just gonna cut it here. If you guys watch this, thanks for watching. This is probably going to be exclusive to YouTube because I don't really see any point in uploading this to Rumble. Thank you all for watching, and go watch my Rumble playthrough.